Hi, this is James from Revive the Scene with E and J, and we recently had an interview with the Murtaughs, and Adam Gibbs and Brady Black were there. Nick Free actually was under the weather, wasn't feeling well. We hope he gets better. Definitely our best wishes out to him. Before the actual interview started, Brady happened to tell us about a story about when he was down at the protests in Austin, Texas, when they first started. And it's not going to be in the interview, the official interview. But I thought that this story was just incredibly moving, impactful, important, and I just felt that it was necessary that we go ahead and put this in there because people need to hear about what was going on from a firsthand experience. And so here's Brady after asking him, hey, what was it like down there, at the protests, and this is what he had to say.
Pretty good.
On a personal level, dealing with all this stuff. I saw your video, by the way, when you were down there in the protest when shit broke out.
Yeah, that was heavy.
Right?
That was heavy. I know if we want whatever, but yeah, that was a heavy day. It was cool. Saw some shit, learned some shit. It was pretty badass, pretty inspiring. Also felt the results of tear gas, which I'm no longer afraid of. Now, granted, I got it from very far away, but still, it was intense.
Oh my god!
Yeah, crazy.
For real.
Yeah,
I think that I'm like, I can't believe that. I just can't believe that cops are shooting rubber bullets and beanbags and tear gas at kids for, I mean, the whole thing is just so completely fucking ridiculous.
Oh, no, absolutely, right? And when we went, we peacefully protested from the Capitol down to City Hall.
Mm-hmm.
And then whenever the protest kind of moved a little bit, and then bike cops came and they barricaded the road to keep an intersection open. And I've been to some demonstrations and stuff. I'd never been to a real life protest that ever meant anything. And well, they all meant something, but I don't know. But not
on,
this
on
heavy.
This grand scale, this is
not this heavy. And I saw the tactical cops come in. I got nervous as fuck. Kimberly was right beside me. She's done this shit.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
There's a week. That's good.
Yeah,
was
she done that. Yeah, she drugged me there. I'm glad I went, but she drugged me there, and they started tear gassing people, and somebody standing right beside us got shot in the head with a rubber bullet, and it was fucking crazy.
Wow.
But dude, that's war.
Hey,
hey, what's up, Brady?
Hey, friend.
What's going on?
Sorry, we're just bullshitting.
That's fine. Sorry, I'm busy with life. No, I mean that thing itself, it looked crazy. I mean, it looked.
No, yeah. It was, yeah. Still is.
No, Brady. So what happened? So then what happened?
Well, so me and Kimberly had made a point to not separate. As soon as that happened, we immediately separated. And I was filming for my phone Facebook Live. She was taking a lot of camcorder footage.
Okay.
So the person right beside her got hit. I didn't quite know that. So as soon as they started macing people, it all went insane. And so she has a medic bag and she's got some first aid, she's not a doctor or a nurse or anything like that, but she had a medic bag and supplies. So she went with the person who got shot with the rubber bullet. And I was possessed. I'm I want to get as close as I can. So we separated. she went with that person. There was other medics there who were like a little bit more seasoned, so they kind of took over. But she was like there with them and got some footage of that whole shit, and it was crazy.
Wow.
That was like that was like the first of the craziness, but there was a long day. But yeah. So hello, sir.
Wow, no,
How are you?
I mean, that sounds like a great, like crazy story.
Shit, dude.
It was crazy.
I know. I'd hate to have you tell it again, just so we could. But dude,
I definitely will. If you guys want to get into it,
that's right. It's been recorded the whole time, so everything just stays recorded.
Cool.
So
yeah.
Oh, really?
But that being said, too, like, I mean, you know, like there was a lot of fucking people down there, and like whenever we parked at like 10th in San Antonio and walked to the Capitol, and then like there's like you walk over a hill, you see like a sea of people, and they're already all chanting and stuff, and it's just really beautiful. I immediately started crying, and I was like trying to like not act like I was, because I don't know why. And then we get down there.
You can blame it on the tear gas.
What's that? Oh, blame it on the tear gas. That didn't happen like 3 hours later, but yeah. Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, just seeing like the other side of the fence of like everybody being like completely fed up with it, so much to a point, right, where white people like myself are really starting to like, wait, hold on, like there's no way we can stand for this, like there's no way this can stand anymore, like it should have never really stood, but now like if this, I don't know, it was really beautiful. It was amazing, you know. Marching down Congress, marching down Congress, we like passed Paramount and stuff, and we passed like a old white man with like one leg on a prosthetic, and he's like the slowest one, and he's like 75, and he doesn't have to be there. I don't know. It's really beautiful. There should be some change. I hope there is. We'll see.
Welcome to Revive the Scene with E and J. My name is James.
And my name is Ernesto.
Today we have a great quarantine Zoom show for y'all, but first we want to remind you to like us on all the social media outlets, share us with all your friends, keep on listening to all the episodes, and thank you for your support. And now, without further ado, we'd like to welcome the punk rock trio, the Murtaughs!
Awesome, man. Yeah, you did really good on that one. That's pretty good. Awesome, guys. All right, well, thank you all for being here. We want to welcome you over here. For some reason, everybody just froze.
Good job.
Awesome. All right, cool. Awesome, guys. Well, thank you all for being here. Thank you for spending a little bit of your time and being, in these crazy times, I guess if you want to call it, trying to spend a little bit of with us to tell everybody how everything's going on with the Murtaughs, how's everything. We can talk about the new album, so I guess we should start there. Congratulations on the new album, the new EP.
Thank
it's
you.
Going to be No More Headache songs. Awesome album. I mean, really, really, really well recorded. The songs on it are really cool. And one of the things which is funny that he's not here, I like that I'm hearing a lot of Nick on that album.
Same.
Yeah.
Also, as knowing Nick since kindergarten, he's never sounded better than on this record.
It's good. It's good. He has such a unique voice, and like he has a voice that when you hear it, you go, okay, yeah, that's Nick singing. It's right away. But it's not a voice that like it puts you behind, or it's not a voice that like turns you away. It's a voice that like it drags you in, because you want to hear it and you want to listen to what he's saying on the singing on it. And so it's one of the things that I do like about the album is that I'm hearing a lot of nothing against Joe's vocals. It's just I love hearing Nick sing.
No, me too. And also like I said, I've known Nick for a really long time. And I've made music with Nick for a long time, as Adam has too. Like we all grew up together, and the cool thing about the Murtaughs is that we never have to break up because we were always going to be like brothers. And even
It'd
if
be kind
the
of
band,
pointless for us to do that.
yeah, it'd be pointless for us to
Well,
break
it would
up.
be weird because you guys are already in 3 other bands together. So like breaking up in that band would just be like, well, fuck it, I'll see you on Thursday.
Could you
Yeah.
imagine if the
Thursday,
Murtaughs broke up over some beef, yet the other bands remained for some reason? Like, how would that even be possible?
Yeah,
I know. That
wouldn't make
would be
sense.
awkward.
Yeah,
But yeah.
So this
But
is
no, but Nick has he keeps improving as a songwriter, as a vocalist, over and over and over again, so much that like I'm just blown away. In the past 5 years, especially, just seeing how much that he's grown, and it inspires the shit out of me. It really makes me want to get better. That's cheesy as hell, but it's also very true.
Nick is a cool dude. I've talked bass with him before, and he's like, dude, you already know all that shit. I was like, oh, okay, good conversation. Good talk, buddy. That's pretty much how it went. And it was like, okay, I feel great now.
Cool.
Go do it.
Adam did record No Headache songs. Also our last record too.
Yeah, basic shapes.
Basic Shapes. And yeah, he recorded it, mixed it, mastered it, everything, produced it pretty much on almost every level except some of the songwriting, because a lot of the songs we write together, but like, yeah.
Cool. So how did that go? I mean, because since you guys have been together for so long, and then you guys know each other for so long, to a point that like, how hard is it to write the songs and to bring new ideas in somebody going, oh man, you played that when we were 10? Like, how hard is that for you?
I would say that it's not that hard. I would say the hardest part is writing something you've written before, and then being like, how do I change this up in a way that Adam doesn't figure it out?
Yeah, I mean, that's all it's asking.
Like, I know
I'm
this
sure
is
that
the
happens
same.
a lot.
Yeah, I know this is the same thing, but how can I slip it past the goalie, Adam being the goalie in this case?
Well, the problem is that I only have like 3 or 4 drum beats that I know. And so I can only use those. And if you write the same song, I play the same drum beat.
Yeah.
So I that's why I keep you on your toes so I don't have to work as hard.
Nah, that's fun. It's cool. Yeah, that's what I was asking, because I'm sure, like, it's not every day when you hear a story like you guys, that you guys have been know each other for so long, still going this. It's so super strong bond musically and personally. It's just such an amazing story that you guys have behind you. And
cool.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'm the new guy because I've only known them since the 7th grade.
That's true. That's true. That's very true. Adam's the rookie because I've only known him.
Yeah, I'm also the youngest by 8 years. So.
Yeah, Adam's the rookie because I've only known him since 1991.
Right. I'm also the spring chick because I'm only 40, right?
That's awesome, guys. So Basic Shapes was your first, I guess, together LP album that you guys put out in 2018. So how long has it been, like, technically, I guess you want to call it, how long has it been together?
That's a good question. Adam and Nick were kind of jamming together before I got involved. And so like I said, we've all known each other for a really long time. And me and Adam played in almost every single band we've ever been in together. And Nick too, but then Nick kind of disappeared for a little while. And then
he got married.
You're right. And then
he got married.
And then
I'm just he's not here to explain, so
yeah.
He's sick. He's out sick. So yeah, you guys can talk all the matches.
When
you'll get to watch it later.
When Despair did our first tour, we came home and Nick came to that show, and he was like, I was hoping your bass player was gonna suck, but he's pretty good, so that's great for y'all. And I was like, well, he's leaving the band. Can you go on tour? And he was like, fuck yes. Because of the previous thing no longer existed that Adam just mentioned. And so I was like, cool. and so he would like entered our lives again. And after Despero, toured a little bit and started making music, he started writing all these other songs and hanging out with Adam. And then with all three of us were good friends, right? The three of us were all good friends, and it was like, well, you have Tuesday nights off. Let's all hang out and have beers or whatever. And it was like, well, we should play music because that's what we do. So,
and it's a good thing, man. Because I mean, you guys have put out some really, really good music. And like one thing that I'm a sucker for in bands is like well put together gang vocals. And it seems just the three of you. Yeah, and it seems like just the three of you bring out so much voice and like force behind your voice.
Dude, next time you guys record, I want to get in there.
Okay.
I mean, Nick, especially on the growly Nick songs, just so I can put a little bit of lilt in there in the background. No credit. I just want to hang out and back with y'all.
Yeah,
no credit.
And you guys do that. You guys do that so well.
Backup vocals are fun. Would sound like they'd be fun to do.
Well, you're more than invited to come.
Next time we will do that. I think we didn't attempt to do any kind of group vocals this time because it was just the three of us doing it all. But yeah, it's always fun to do gang vocals. I always like getting group in there and shouting it out.
That's right. Bring your girlfriends. Bring your wives.
Yeah.
No, and like I know we played a show together like sometime last year. We did play a show together, and one of the things that I thought it was amazing about you guys is that when you were singing, all three of you at the same time, it sounded just as powerful as it was on the album, and it was it was really cool to listen because for a trio and a three-piece, I mean sometimes you don't get the same vocal, especially with like a drummer singing. Sometimes you might move your head the wrong way or anything like that, but it was so good. And like I said, I'm a sucker for a good gang vocals. You guys do it so well.
Thank you. We talk about this a lot. Adam had just mentioned he knows 3 beats. I know 3 chords. We're aware of this, right? Nick, on the other hand, is a fantastic bass player, which is fucking fantastic for him and our band, I suppose. But we know that we can, if we sing our songs together, then it'll be fun. And we can take these kind of basic songs and all just kind of sing together. And we feel like that's I don't know, a strength, I guess. I hate to say that. But that's one thing, man. This is one thing that maybe we can do that's everybody knows how to play guitar. I know how to play guitar, but if we can all sing together, that gives us a little extra spark,
I honestly consider myself to be a better singer than I am a drummer. I mean, if you were to say, are you a musician? I'd say, yeah, I'm a singer, and then I'm a drummer.
Adam, you got to stop bagging on your skills, dude.
I mean, I'm okay.
I've seen you play drums. You're a badass. Stop it. Just.
No, that's awesome, man, guys. And so whenever you recorded all this, everything was already set up and ready to go when you were recording the new album, or was was it on Adam's time?
So I work at Space Rehearsal Recording Studio, right? So we recorded it all there, and we did the drums and then come back and I guess we did the bass at the same time, and then overdub guitars, overdub vocals, so we were able to get that. It was done when coronavirus, it was done tracking, and then Nick and I sat there and mixed it, the two of us, pretty much. So we, yeah.
Because you guys put it out on May 17th.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
We had a little technical difficulty. What is that?
No, go ahead.
Oh, I made a mistake when I uploaded it. I yeah. Anyways, so
I had were my facts incorrect?
No, your facts.
No,
were my facts incorrect? Because that's not.
No, they weren't.
No,
it was recorded before Corona, essentially, and then but like the first like wave of like everyone goes home, and that first like 2 weeks of the coronavirus, where everybody was like, oh, it's like a snow day.
Yeah.
Everything's gonna return. Everything's gonna return to normalcy just in a couple of months, and it's cool. Adam and Nick mixed and mastered that record and got it all locked in, and so
That's cool, guys. I mean,
Yeah,
it
really
sounds
awesome.
great, and you guys did a really good job. So one thing I was going to ask you about the new album, that I don't know if it's you guys made a difference in the new album from Basic Shapes, but was there a decision made to like, I guess, keep the guitars simple and not have as many like backup guitars on it? Because like whenever you're doing like your thing on the guitars, like I only hear like a very simple like sound on the guitar compared to what Basic Shape was. Basic Shape seemed to be like more rounded. I'm not saying it doesn't sound bad or anything. I mean, I think it sounds amazing. That's why I'm asking, because I was like, if you keep it simple but beautiful about it, that's cool.
I think it was me trying to like figure out how to play guitar most comfortably for me, and to be the only guitar player in the band. I mean, I don't fancy myself much of a guitar player, and I think in Basic Shapes I was trying to challenge myself to, I don't know, make it a little something more of a guitar player would do, quote unquote. And I think with the new one, I was like, let's just let the songs kind of like play themselves out, go more how I like feel comfortable playing, how I won't make mistakes on stage and things like that, you know. I don't know.
Oh, I
think
do.
that
I agree with you, man. Sometimes simple is better. That's why I play one note at a time.
agreed.
Right. You know,
Also, Brady,
go ahead, Adam.
It's
I
easier.
feel like
It's
some of
easier.
that had to do with the way the songs were written in the first place, too. You know,
Absolutely.
I mean, especially on No More Headache songs. I mean, you wrote two of them. Nick wrote two of them. So the two that you wrote are what you already wrote, obviously. But the parts that you wrote to Nick's two songs, he wasn't writing something super complex in the first place either.
Right.
So your
Yeah.
accompanying guitar part is not. It fits with what was already there, I guess you could say.
Totally. No, agreed. Absolutely.
No,
And also, we're not going to write a prog record. It's not going to happen.
Nope.
Well, thank you for that.
We might make like a vocal prog, like vocals only prog. Weird. No.
Pre-harmony. Yeah.
Really?
Awesome.
Okay, I call synth.
I would much prefer do like a punk rock, like vocal doo-wop group. Vocal groups are hella dorky, and I realize it, but they're also kind of cool to me.
Right? Yeah.
You know, but if you can make a vocal group super cool, it's not possible.
Well, I mean, you could.
You have to have matching
so
hats.
from No More Headache songs, which was released this year. I like DDT. I think that's a good one.
Sick.
But I want to also go back to the 6-song EP from 2018, Basic Shapes, and let you know that Late Night for Dreamers really struck home, and mostly because are you talking about Ron? Is this?
Yeah, I want to go to the record store with Ron.
With Ron?
Yeah.
Is that the same Ron?
That's my Ron. It's our Ron. It's Austin.
Is that our Ron? That's
Austin,
Ron, right?
famous Ron Hall.
There it is.
The one and only.
Texas, the one and only. Sweetie, I haven't seen him in months. Could you imagine the pain and anguish that I'm going through? You have no idea.
I think we all are. I'm
gonna flip this table.
I didn't want to do any name droppings, but well, since the cat's out of the bag.
That's awesome.
When
Ron Hall gave us our first show.
When Sparrow first started, me and Ron have known each other for a really long time, but when Despero first started, we would make all these like hangout date stuff. Like we would go to Buffet Palace and eat a shitload of food, and then go across the street to Westgate movie
Gotta
theater
remember that place. Holy
and
shit.
watch movies and fall asleep in the comfortable theater because we overate and stuff. And I would go to the record store with him and to like vintage stores with him. I love Ron completely. Like he's taught me so much. And I want to go to the record store with Ron. I want to drink until dawn. Like that's happiness to me.
That's awesome, man. That's really cool. So what's on the I guess what's in the bag for the Murtaughs? I mean, after all this, I guess virus is kind of slowed down, so we give the okay to safely being able to actually play some music. Like what's in the bag for you guys for the future?
Adam, did you hear that?
Write some more songs, play some more shows. You know, one of these days, I want to do a tour. We have to get Ron on board. We have to get Will on board, and then we can do a Murtaughs Despero Astrogat tour with just the 5 of us in one car.
Wow!
And it 3 bands that sound completely different from each other, but only 5 people in all 3 of those bands. So that's just my personal, dream, I suppose.
That's incredibly efficient.
It is, and we only need 1 drum set and 2 amps too. So yeah,
that's right.
It's
y'all gonna get paid 3 different times.
Right. Yeah. Here's your $13. Here's your $13. And here's your $13.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
What's 1,000,000 times $0?
Hey, is there anyone who will let? Well, I guess it's still only 5 people. I was gonna say, is there anyone who will let 3 bands crash on your floor?
No, exactly, huh? It's a good deal for the money.
Yeah,
awesome. There you go. So I do got to ask you about Stars at Night, because I know you guys are very involved with that. I know you'll do a lot of, actually you'll put out a YouTube list of all the bands involved with it. So I want to give you a chance to talk about Stars at Night, because I think what you'll do is pretty amazing, but I want you to let everybody know. It's pretty cool.
Word. Allison actually, Morales made that playlist and has been kicking ass. Stars Nights, there's 5 of us. There's me, Kimberly, Ron, Nick, and Allison. And, it started off, it's a record label. Some of my friends from Seattle wanted help putting out the record. Me and Ron were like, we always wanted to do a record label together. And then it kind of snowballed into a 5-piece operation. And then it kind of snowballed, and we've put out a couple of records, but we've put on a lot of shows. We're still kind of finding our way. I don't know. I can't speak for the rest of the group, and I know everybody would say something different. But it's a fun thing to be a part of, and it's really turning into a thing that isn't like more like a business, but more just like a club and a friendship and a family, and like revive the scene. You know what I mean? It's just like our version of that.
Yeah, and that's pretty good. That's what I was asking about it, because I mean, that's what it feels like. It feels like a whole little family supporting each other, not only bands but also like business that you'll do. Because I know Allison does a blog that she does, and I know you guys are in a band. So I mean, it seems like the support that you guys have for Stars at Night is pretty inspiring. So to see like you guys not only showing the love for you guys, but for all the bands that you guys are involved with, and like you said, the shows that you put out, even for for Half As Bad for us, you help us put a couple of shows together. So that's why I wanted to talk about it a little bit, because I mean, Stars at Night, like what you guys are doing on it, even though that, like you say, it might be like something that you're learning from it. I think it's more that you're giving than what you're getting, and I think that's a really cool thing.
Word. Thank you for saying that. It's just like contribute where you can, and you know what I mean. The label that put out the first Despero record, La Escalera Records in San Diego, they have a slogan. It's like, without us, there's nobody, or without us, there's nothing. You know what I mean? and it's true. Like I got really inspired by those that crew, the like SoCal scene that we kind of know. And I know we all get inspired and ignited from wherever we're from and whatever. But seeing that, like, just contribute where you can, be positive about it, help where you can, because without us, I mean, if we're not here to watch each other and support each other, no one's really going to be here, you know? Or maybe if they are, I don't know.
Brady, now you're just going to make me cry. All right.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to say it like that. I'm just like, but like, I'm also feeling really sentimental because I haven't been very active since the quarantine and music and doing stuff with the label and stuff personally. It's not what this is about, but it's like, it's such a weird, dark time. And I don't know, but like, just, I mean, that's what punk rock is, right? It's just community and supporting each other and giving your friends and the people that you support a platform to say the things, and you try to give it back when you can. That's what Stars Tonight essentially is. We would like to be a real record label, but until then, we'll just be put out records when we can, help our friends when we can, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you guys keep doing what you're doing because you guys are doing a hell of a job. So they're doing pretty good.
Thank
you. I was actually going to tell you a super quick story. So in 2004 or 5, I can't remember what it was. Like I got to Austin and we were trying to book a show back then with a band that I was playing, Skate Around Chippy, and they told me, it's like, well, if you want to get in a good show, you gotta get with Airtight Alibi. And I was,
that was Adam's band. Adam was in that band.
I know. So that's a funny thing, because I was like, okay. So I think we actually talked. So this is how everything combines, because like we actually have played shows together back in 2005 or whatever.
That's crazy.
And I didn't realize it. I didn't realize it till I actually started putting the podcast together, and I was like, holy shit, this is where I know this guy.
That's
we play
crazy.
shows.
Oh yeah, there's the list of all the bands that you guys have been in over the years.
yeah. So it was pretty funny because
we're just some posers from White Oak, Texas.
No, it's pretty cool because
it's true.
Like I was pretty happy to talk about this podcast because I really like the Murtaughs. I think really like the melody that you guys are putting together with your albums are really fucking cool. But once I heard like when realized it, it's like, oh man, I used to play shows with these guys a long time ago. We were like Airtight Alibi. I was like, no wonder I like this dudes, because I liked him back then, and so now I really like the new band now. So
thank you, man. That's crazy and badass. I remember your band a lot. I remember Skate Around Chippy. I remember playing with you. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
Crazy.
So yeah,
small world.
it is. It's pretty cool.
Oh,
so.
I was an asshole in 2004 or 2005. I tried never to ever be one, but you know.
No, you guys were super cool. So yeah, so if anybody's listening to this and they love the music that we're putting out, you guys are putting out, Murtaughs, I mean, definitely go check out the old school band Airtight Alibi, because you guys are freaking cool.
Yeah, me and Nick and Adam were all in that band.
Yeah,
that was cool.
That's awesome, guys.
Sick.
Cool. Awesome, guys. Well, I want to try to keep it short so we can come back and do it all over again. We definitely want to get back and get more deep into like, you know, the past of the band and presence, and like, you know, I want to be talking about Adams. I really want to talk about like all the equipment that you use for recording, because it sounds really good. I specifically like the snare sound that you get in with the whatever it is that you're using on it. Like, I really want to get like real deep into it. So we'll leave that for a future place where you can actually play a show some for us. So
we should probably just do like an engineer's special. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
That'd be sick.
Don't get me started.
You should not have me for that.
Yeah, I'm a total nerd, and when it comes down to talking your ear off, if you want to talk about snare drums and microphones, just give me all day. That'll be fine.
Can't wait.
But not today.
Yeah.
Awesome, guys.
Both of us would love to do that. I know.
Yeah.
Awesome, guys. So we want to say thank you for spending a little bit of time with us and hanging out. Everybody go to the Murtaughs Bandcamp or Facebook and check out all their stuff, all their music. While you at it, download both albums. I mean, Basic Shapes is just as good as No More Headaches. It's the two albums combined. I mean, that's pretty much what I've been rocking all day today. So it's been fun. It's been fun. So thank you guys. Appreciate it. Say hi to Nick for us. I know he wasn't here, but thank you for spending a little bit of time.
Tell Nick Fury to get better.
Yeah,
we will.
Yeah. He's just gonna have to
juice,
listen to it on his own.
Awesome, guys. Well, thank you so much. Appreciate it, guys.
Be like, no, I did not say that. Yep. Oh.
Sorry.
Cool. Take care, guys. Have a good night.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Later, dude.
Bye.